Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Ready to jump into something kind of different today.
Definitely.
We're going deep on machine learning security.
Okay.
And I think it's safe to say
Yeah.
that, we're way past the days of,
Right.
thinking about ML as like a sci-fi thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like everywhere, right?
Totally. Yeah.
Like it's powering our Netflix recommendations.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or, maybe even medical diagnoses one day.
Hmm.
But how secure are these systems?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Well, that's what we're going to try to find out.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're basing this deep dive on a research paper
Okay.
called Security for Machine Learning-Based Software Systems,
Okay.
a survey of threats, practices, and challenges.
That's pretty intense.
It is.
Yeah.
So imagine you're applying for a loan,
Okay.
and an algorithm is deciding your fate.
Right.
But the data it's using to judge you
Mm-hmm.
has been like subtly manipulated
Oh, wow.
to nudge the decision against you.
Like without you knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, this is the scary reality of something
Yeah.
called data poisoning.
Data poisoning.
Yeah, and it's just one of the threats
Right.
we're going to be looking at today.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's really fascinating to me is that securing ML-based software
Yeah.
isn't just about stopping hackers. It's like
Yeah.
a whole other thing.
Yeah.
And the stakes are really high.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like we're trusting these systems with
Yeah.
huge decisions,
Exactly.
but we don't really understand how they're making them.
Yeah.
And that sounds a little unnerving.
It is a little unnerving.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we need to worry about more than just data poisoning.
Right.
Remember that Cambridge Analytica scandal?
Oh.
That was a real-world example
Oh,
of
wow.
how sensitive data can be taken from models
Mm-hmm.
through model inversion.
Model inversion.
Yeah,
So you're saying that someone could like reverse engineer
pretty much, yeah.
a model
Exactly.
to like steal the sensitive data it was trained on?
That's exactly what I'm saying, yeah.
Wow, that's a big deal.
It is, it is.
So the data itself can be like a weapon,
Yeah,
even after it's been analyzed by these systems.
yeah, you got it.
Okay, that adds like a whole other level
It really does.
of complexity to
Yeah.
this whole thing.
And, this research makes it clear.
Okay.
ML-based software is vulnerable at every stage.
Oh, wow.
Like from design
Mhm.
to deployment
Right.
to ongoing use.
So it's not just like a coding issue.
No, it's not. It's bigger than that.
It's like a whole new way of thinking about software security.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's a fundamental shift.
Okay, so if we're building these systems that we don't even fully understand,
Yeah.
and the data they learn from is a vulnerability,
Mhm.
like where do we even start?
Well, that's what's really interesting about this deep dive.
Okay.
We have to go beyond, the usual security measures
Mm-hmm.
and bake security into these systems from the ground up,
Yeah.
like in their DNA.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's
Yeah, let's get into it.
get into it.
Yeah. One approach that I find really interesting is differential privacy.
Differential privacy.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
imagine if you could get insights from a data set,
okay.
but you never actually like see the individual data points.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of what differential privacy does.
So it's like,
It's being used by companies like Google and Apple
oh, wow.
to protect user data
Okay.
while still being able to, do analysis.
So it's like you're looking at like the shape of a forest,
Yeah,
but you can't identify the individual trees.
that's a great way to put it. Yeah,
Okay. Are there other techniques like this
absolutely.
that are being like developed?
Yeah. Another one is homomorphic encryption.
Homomorphic encryption.
It's kind of a mouthful,
Yeah.
but basically you're doing computations
Okay.
on encrypted data
Okay.
without ever decrypting it.
Wow.
It's like having a locked box.
That you can still like work with and get results from.
So even if someone got the data,
Yeah.
it's basically useless to them
Exactly.
without the key.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff.
So what about those black boxes we were talking about?
Really?
Is there any way to make those models more transparent?
Yeah. Researchers are working on something called explainable AI,
Explainable AI.
or XAI.
XAI, okay.
It's basically about providing insights
Oh, yeah.
into how these models are making their decisions.
So it's like it wouldn't just give you a diagnosis.
Right.
It would explain the reasoning.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it helps build trust
Yeah.
and identify biases.
Okay, so XAI wouldn't just tell me I'm likely to get a loan.
Right.
It would explain why.
Yeah, based on the factors it looked at.
Okay.
And along with these new solutions,
Mm-hmm.
we're also seeing a focus on like secure coding.
Right back to basics.
Yeah, but specifically for ML.
Okay.
Things like rigorous testing,
Mm.
data validation,
Okay.
input sanitization.
So it's like a multi-layered approach.
You got it.
It's not just one thing. It's a combination.
Yeah, it
of all
does.
these different techniques.
The paradigm shift.
A paradigm shift.
Yeah, we need to weave security into every step of the process.
It's like building a house.
Yeah,
You wouldn't just add a security system at the end?
exactly. You'd build it in from the start.
Yeah, and it sounds like this requires collaboration.
Yeah.
Like between software engineers, security experts, and the ML specialists.
The team effort, for sure.
And, it's not just for the tech industry.
Right.
We all have a role to play.
Yeah, as users, as citizens.
The more we understand this stuff,
Mhm.
the better we can demand better security.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to ask the tough questions.
Yeah.
Demand transparency.
To advocate for responsible development.
That's right.
This isn't just a technical issue.
Yeah.
It's like a societal one.
It really is.
The future of ML depends on all of us. It's a call to action for consumers,
Mhm.
developers,
Yeah.
policymakers,
It's everybody.
everyone. This isn't about fear-mongering.
Hey.
It's about empowerment.
Yeah, the more we know,
Right.
the better choices we can make.
It's wild to think that
What's it?
we're, just starting with ML,
Yeah, just scratching the surface.
and we already have all these security problems.
It's a lot.
It's like we're on this tightrope
Oh, yeah.
where the potential is huge,
Right.
but the risks are huge too.
Yeah, if we don't get security right,
Yeah.
it could be bad.
So what can we actually do?
Right.
What are the steps we can take?
I think education is key.
Education.
Yeah, like the more people understand ML, the more they can, spot problems
Okay.
and demand better
Well,
security.
you wouldn't trust a doctor who couldn't explain your diagnosis.
Exactly.
So we got to be able to understand how these systems are making choices.
Right, because they affect our lives.
Yeah. It's all about asking the tough questions, right?
Yeah.
Not just blindly trusting these systems.
Right, we need transparency.
So this research paper,
Yeah.
it's not just for tech people.
No, it's for everyone.
Anyone who uses the internet, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up,
Okay.
we'll leave you with this.
Mm-hmm.
The future of ML isn't set in stone.
Okay.
It's something we're shaping.
Oh, wow.
Every choice we make,
Right.
every question,
Yeah.
every action,
So be informed.
just be engaged.
Be part of the conversation.
That's a great message.
Thank you.
This has been a crazy deep dive
It has.
into ML security.
You've covered a lot.
The threats,
Yeah.
the challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and the potential solutions.
But this is just the beginning.
Right.
Keep learning. Keep asking questions.
Yeah.
Keep pushing for a better future with ML.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
We'll see you next time.